What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Wolf. Welcome back to the Wolf Den Trader Takeaways. Super excited to have you guys today. 4 trades, 4 winners. What a day. The room was, I guess you just had to be there. So, 4 trades, RKDA, BLIN, VUZI, IMRN. All winners today. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this. So, let's go ahead and start with BLIN. This thing was ridiculous. The opening candle, 1 minute candle, was over 1 million in shares. Everybody was playing this. We were 2 up in the room. Let's go ahead and hop over to the big screen. So as you can see, the 3-year chart, look at this downtrend channel. Garbage wick, garbage wick, garbage wick. You look at enough of these charts, you know what's going on. Rinse and repeat without even really looking too much. I mean, there's no way that this thing is trading at $380 2 years ago. So rinse and repeat, dilution, garbage, garbage, garbage. So let's go ahead and zoom in on it. So I'm looking for extension. I want to know what this thing does when it runs, right? Looks like it held gains here. It's wicking. I like to see big wicks on the daily. Gives me confidence for the all-day fade. Today, nothing too special about today. The range today on it wasn't fantastic, but we did take advantage of it. And let's just go ahead and take a look. So we were running hard today, high volume. It was hitting everybody's scanner. Everyone's playing it. 380 comes around. We start to come down. And we form a lower high into some exhaustion. So I get grabbed. I threw some orders out. Also to the upper left, all my orders are here. If you really want to take a look and see what we're doing, how I'm trading this stuff, those are the orders. Okay, so we're coming down, fading under VWAP. I'm taking profit, recycling, taking profit. Things are going good, but this thing's not just going to play this easy, right? There's too many people playing it. So I'm a little bit cautious. I think I was 3/4 trimmed right here. We come back up VWAP. I take a couple cuts at it. Normal backside, or I should say normal front side strategy, which is becoming my bread and butter play. Right? I'm starting to. I was up all night developing hotkeys. Right? You'll see. I was cutting today. Things were good. Excited. So we'll just keep going. So I start to size in a little bit right here, but still cautious. And then someone in the room pulled up, actually I'll just show you guys we have a runner's room, right? I'm going to start calling this thing the weapon room. So look at this, 517 BLIN off of high volume right here. Does a little push and fade, like lower high push, very, very emotional, boom, boom. So that gives me a little bit of the confidence actually to try to go ahead and throw some orders up here for this exact move to take place, to raise my average, to get out of this lower average, even though I'm still in the money at this point, and then just trimming the position. I don't remember if I was all out. I probably did keep some shares. Like I said, this is, even though it's a front side strategy, I'm still trying to carry shares down to lower consolidations. I don't want to get caught with nothing, my hands in my pocket, and then waiting for strength to get back in. Now I'm either going to cut or I'm going to hold shares. Anyway, so we're we're still coming to the open. We see projected strength coming in. Everyone thinking that this is going to push. Longs are getting excited. What do? I'm a short seller. I put my orders out right at pre-market highs. So we wick. I catch a grab, then we see a little bit of weakness, right? This thing hasn't quite picked a direction yet. So I trim, take some profit, comes back up. Now I have a $4 short thesis. I have one ad. I have a little bit of shares from here. I'm filling more. Now I have a stop market order at 404 trigger, right? Half of my position, I want to get out at 404. The other half of my position, stop was set at 411 using a stop market route. So I continue to size in with the $4 thesis, taking profit as we go. Then we get this hard flush right here. My orders are set out. I'm staying in front of the tape with my orders, which is good. Then we get to the end. I'm excited. What do? I make my first error of the day, and I over trim. So now I'm in a 300 share long position. All right, no worries though. I ended up waiting for a little bit to see if we could get maybe to VWAP or 360, 358. I would have just sold them and then actually would have shorted some more shares, but it didn't. We saw weakness, so I waited until first sign of of weakness on top of the strength, exhaustion, right? And I just trimmed the position. Big winner though. Happy with this trade. A lot of stuff going on the tape, and we're starting to get dialed in over here at Wolf Trading. RKDA right here underneath. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Man, come on. All right. So this one, like I said, I wanted to get in on this one around $7. A lot of technical resistance via volume deposits, huge amounts of volume on the higher time frame chart at $7. So I wanted to scale in throughout the whole day up until 2 o'clock. I got orders out 685, 695, 699. I'm looking to scale in. I'm looking to lean into strength even. It's an A setup, I think I said. But then we see these candles right here on low volume with the spread. I know that there's danger, right? So I throw small ads out above VWAP, get filled, top tick this right here. I mean, this is pretty good for my skill set and also for the spread that was on this. Then what do? I make a trader error number 2 on the day, and I'm trying to set a 565 target, and sixes was still in my montage from these orders, so I execute a limit marketable order. It's all good. It was for, I believe, 1/4 of the position. I took another quarter off here, and I had targets out right here in this wick, actually, like 535, and then maybe right here at 528, looking to take off another quarter and another quarter, leaving 1 quarter on for the fade. But these guys were good. They didn't let the offer come down below 540, and I think they were just catching long stops and not catching long stops while not adding liquidity for the shorts to exit. Genius. These guys are good, right? They've been doing this to me my whole life. I think I'm just starting to figure out what they're doing. Or I could be totally wrong. This is all speculative information, but I'm trying to pay acute attention to the order flow because I want to be a core trader, right? All right, so let's go ahead and go to VUZI. VUZI, let me pull up this. Okay, let's pull up the yearly chart. Let's see what's going on. That's what I always do. It's like natural habit. Pull up the yearly chart. Okay, we're in a downtrend. Look at this volume. Extension, we're pushing. I think VUZI was on my fundamental list. Let's take a look real quick. In the runner's room, not the weapon room. Let's go fundamental this time. Right, we got tons of rooms. Fundamental. Was VUZI up there? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, also just an alert, MBY, they have an effective S3. There's no 424 yet, but these guys, you can read this. These guys are underwater. They just fired a bunch of employees, 70 to 33. These guys are going down, in my opinion. Let's move back over. So a lot of volume, strong front side. When are we going to catch resistance? I remember talking to somebody in the room about if this was enough resistance or not. I call it the Christmas lower low right here, December 25th, putting in a lower low. I'm going to go off that, right? I'm going to help use this as resistance right here. So let's go ahead and look at executions and also the 200s, right? 200 simple, 200 exponential probably gave me more confidence. So on this one, I started in small against $4 right here. Now this was still front side, still cautious, but I want to be one of the best traders that I can be. So I want to develop a front side strategy. And as long as I can maintain my risk, it should not be an issue, right? If the risk is defined, run your system. So we had $4 resistance, $4 resistance. Here we go, kind of grinding up towards $4 resistance. I'm scaling in, right? All these orders right here are set by 11:30. I already have my plan together. I had a layered stop. So I knew that this was going to put me in at a 399.25 average. I had a 75% 406 stop market, and I had a 25%, I believe, 411 stop. Now, this grinding action did kind of make me a little nervous. So what I did was once we came down into the 398s or 397s, I took 50% off of my 75% stop. It's a little complicated, but remember I mentioned in another video about the trim stop, kind of developed that. This is where my skill is at. You guys are probably ahead of me, possibly behind me. Let me know in the comments. I'm just trying to learn, just trying to get better. So here we are taking profit. Now I'm kind of channel trading this a little bit using $4 thesis. Again, same as BLIN. I'm feeling confident in the order flow. If I can read BLIN order flow, this thing's not going to phase me, right? This is like coming down in the minor leagues. So I go ahead and I hit this, taking profit. Now I am at 1/4 or half position left, probably 1/4 because I always take profit too early. And then I set a 406 stop. And that's it. And we hit 406, it triggers, I get out 2-cent slippage. Now here we are, 440, there's more resistance on the daily, so I'm putting a little bit more size. My feeler gets cut, 6 cents stop, I think, no big deal. Then we come up to a 460 attempt, which is really getting me interested. So not only do I put a feeler out, but I put an ad. I'm leaning into strength here. I didn't add any more because honestly, people were telling me that this was risky. I was in another room reporting this trade, just kind of talking to people, and everyone was telling me that, you know, be careful, it's front side, blah, blah, blah. So as long as your risk is set, before these even got filled, I already had a stop market trigger out. That's right. So these orders are blank. They're out, but they're not filled, same as my stop. And my answer to that was, as long as your risk is defined, sharpen your edge, work your system. And who knows, it could destroy me, but this is where I'm at right now. And we're making leaps and bounds every day, in my opinion. We're getting better every day. So here I am taking profit. My covers are bad. I'm not going to say that I'm that great, but I'm getting better. Taking profit too early, but like I said, people are saying be careful, it's front side, which it is. You should be careful. If you're not fast on the keys, you should probably not be trading this setup, especially not this setup. This setup was even more advanced, especially for me. I'm just a novice, right? So taking profit, recycling. Had orders out right here for a second 423 ad, but they made it look stronger than I thought it was. This flush right here, I don't know, the trap. I just stayed away from it, set my targets, 407, 401. These targets were set at the point of this target. Once I caught this ad right here at 423, now I'm going and looking at my levels, and I had a nice level at 376. So I put an order out at 382, and then we get a nice little slam dunk right there, and I get anxious and I mark it, and I hit the offer at 385. Good trade. I'm happy with this cut. And I'm happy with this cut. It gives me confidence to continue my front side core strategy system. Okay. One more trade, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us in the Wolf Den. Drinks are on me. All right. IMRN. This was at Halt, right? So this was, I didn't even notice this until we were halted. I think this was the second halt. I'm not sure, right? I'm in a couple different trades right now, but I do have time to watch the scanner. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit. So after this halt, I do some fundamental research on it, like float. I want to know filings. I want to know institutional ownership, stuff like that. So we're in the halt right here. I'm looking at levels. I set out 2 feelers and a stop. Okay. So I put the orders in to get filled. I put the stop in. So as I put risk on, I put effective measures to take the risk off, right? That's how it goes. I'm just learning this, but that's how it should be, right? Because these are dangerous trades. So that happens. It opens up. The halt resumes. I get filled. Boom, stopped. Now, if I didn't have this stop in place, it would be game over, lights out. This is 90 seconds. This thing goes from $5.50 to $7, right? This stop right here is the only way I'm going to enter front side, especially on a halt. This is the first time I've successfully traded my halt short strategy, and this has given me confidence to continue to move forward with this. All right, we're at 14 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to be 2 more minutes. All right, so then I size in here. I had a stop at 691. Was not triggered. I filled, halted. Now at this point, I have plenty of time, 5 minutes. I think this is a NASDAQ. It's a LUDP. Volatility halt. So you have 5 minutes. If the stock moves, 10% within 5 minutes. All right, that's the rules. Give or take. I don't know who presses the button to halt the stocks, but seems like they might have a bias, but that's a whole nother story. So here I am taking profit at 556. Nice R to R. I think my R to R on this was 9.2 to 1, right? I had a 660 average, a 650 average. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember calculating my risk against my stop, which was 28 cents. And then I took my targets, averaged them together, right? So say if my average target, my average TP is 480, right? Then you take the difference of the stop, which was 28 cents, divided by your average profit, and that'll give you your risk reward. Okay, so that was the last trade. Let me just cruise on over to Wolf Trading. Here we are. Wolf Trading's getting busy. We're excited. Just want to give you guys a quick look at the technical room. I posted this on VUZI. This was my thesis before I entered the trade. So I was calculating this thesis as it's grinding up 376. I want to know where the majority of the volume consolidations are. This is what I did in order to give me the confidence to go in at $4 without any daily resistance. This is a ballsy trade, but I want to be the best trader that I can be, and I want to be profitable on the front side. When I think about front side shorting, I think of trading in a weight room with higher gravity or running on a treadmill on an incline, right? Imagine how I can do on the backside if I can handle the front side. Green. Not only am I carrying over profit to go into the backside, but I also have the gravity or the lift of the front working against me, if that makes sense. So that's where my mind's at. Some of you guys can, tell me to calm down a little bit, and that's not just how it works. But this is Wolf Trading. I'm just trying to get better. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Come on and check out this room. The link is on the bottom. We would love to see what you guys think, your strategies. We predominantly trade small cap. The room is growing massively. Shout out to the new guys who are in the room. I think we had 5 or 6 people join today. We had 2 females join a couple days ago. Not that it matters, but we just love the diversity. We love to bounce ideas off each other, the thesis is. And overall, we're just looking to become better as persons and better as traders. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you again. Be safe and trade well.